Hey everyone, let's talk about foundation today. So first things first, if you do not have great skincare and moisturizer, no amount of foundation is going to look nice. That's just the bottom line. A lot of people think that the foundation is really garbage, when in fact it's your skincare and your moisturizer. So if your face is not, I want to use the word supple, or soft and moisturized, any foundation that you put on within a few hours or just within the hour is going to start to look flaky, cakey, and no matter what you use. So first things first, have great skincare, toner, moisturizer, okay? So, and if you don't know if you have the right skincare for you, we are coming out with a brand new line. If you want to see that if you're a great fit for it, let me know and we can do like a 10-minute survey that I've made up to see if you're the right fit for our skincare line. Okay, now, next thing is primer. Now, I'm going to try and show you what primer does. Our primer is clear, but we have an eye primer, and I want to just show you. You see that there's all those fine lines all over my hands. See, they're all wrinkly. What a great primer will do is fill in all of those. See if it focuses. It's not focusing. Anyways, it'll fill in all of those fine lines and wrinkles so that your foundation is just sitting on top of that and not actually seeping into all of those fine lines and wrinkles. So let's start with my favorite and my always go-to. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. My children needed me. So the first thing that I wanted to touch on was pressed powder, because that's my favorite, pressed and loose powder. If you have a great primer on your face, then that loose powder is just going to go on and kind of even out any unevenness or blotchiness on your face. So it'll give you about a medium coverage depending on how many layers you put on, light to medium coverage. Next thing is pressed creams. I don't like pressed creams. A lot of people love them because they give more of a medium to heavy kind of coverage. Heavy, is that the right word? And it kind of smooths on a little bit differently. So let me go back for a second. Use the right tools for the job. A powder puff brush is the best for putting on loose powder on your face. Here's a little analogy that I've come up with. Like, we can wash the floor with toothbrushes and even a cotton ball, but why not use the tool that works best for that job, right? So get the proper brushes, your products will last you longer, and it's going to apply better on your face. That they're made to be used with specific tools. So I don't even recommend those little sponges that come inside of your compacts, or the ones that you can just buy in the big packages. Take a minute, spend the money, and get the proper tools for your products. I find that even with a sponge, you're almost pressing and smearing instead of dusting on nice finish that everybody's going for when you're actually using a powder. So first thing, pressed powder, pressed cream, both light to medium to even heavier coverage, depending on how many layers you put on. Next thing, I have notes to keep me in line, otherwise I get off track. BB creams. Now, BB creams, and I have a hack for you later to use with a BB cream. BB creams are a tinted moisturizer. Now, I always get the question, what is the difference between a BB, CC, DB cream? BB cream is, why does this keep getting so light and focused? Sorry. A BB cream is a tinted moisturizer, really light coverage, has a nice dewy finish. I love BB creams, especially for the winter. And I'm going to tell you my hack now. What fall to winter, when I'm not spending as much time out in the sun and I'm kind of uneven everywhere, my face seems to get lighter faster. I use our self-tanning spray. I do 2 squirts of tanning spray. It's actually just on the back of my hand with a little bit of our BB cream, and I mix that together, cute little brush, and I actually paint that on. And then because I have the self-tanning spray on it, I'll just buff it out to make sure that it was all evenly distributed on my face. And the result is really nice. It's like a glowing and dewy finish that kind of lasts a couple days. So, and it evens out your skin tone. It's an awesome hack. Highly recommend it for these coming up months where you're not spending as much time out in direct sun because it's a little bit cooler and it's starting to cool off, right? So BB creams, tinted moisturizer. A CC cream is considered a color correcting cream, so they're a little bit thicker, heavier, and colored a little differently. And a DD cream is like a mix of both of them. So hope that clears that up. So BB creams I think are amazing for light coverage, for those days that you just want to throw something on your face. Really great for moms driving to the school bus in the morning. Awesome to just squeeze in on the back of your hand with the right tools, get it on your face, and a little bit of mascara, lip gloss, and you're out the door. Does a wonderful job of just taking your current skin and just adding a little bit of a glow to it. Next thing is liquid and liquid to powder foundations. Those are going to give you medium to full coverage, not heavy. That's what I'm looking for. So with the liquid, I find that if you like the matte finish, you're going to have to go over top with a powder or a translucent powder or finishing powder at the end as well. So a liquid to powder foundation like ours will give you that wonderful coverage and finish as a powder as well. It's also time released, little shameless plug. It's also time released, so you're not going to be oily or dewy midday. It's actually going to last the length of the day, and you rarely need a touch-up. I have oily skin and 4 children, and I wake up in the morning and I can go to bed going, do I really want to wash this off? I still look great. So just a little testimony. Concealer. Concealer is full coverage, and a lot of women like our concealer and mix it with the BB cream, and it gives you an absolutely full coverage with a dewy finish. So there's lots of ways to mix and match all of your foundations. You kind of just have to choose what works for you and your skin. So our concealer is completely, let's see if I have it close, completely opaque. You're not seeing through this. If you want to cover any blemishes, I just don't have it close. If you want to cover any blemishes, our concealer is definitely the way to go. It's a very full coverage. Oh, I did find it. So if you can see, I have a little freckle there, and with literally just a tiny little drop, that freckle is nowhere to be seen. So a little bit goes a really long way. One of these tubes will last you forever and a day, depending on your uses for it. If it's just to cover some dark circles and some blemishes, that's awesome underneath or even on top of your current foundation. This is going into 10 minutes. Did not want it to be this long. Hope you enjoyed